Southeast Texas Weekly, brought to you by the Modern Vein Surgery Institute at Privity Clinic for Surgical Care.
Welcome back to Southeast Texas Weekly. I'm Kevin Steele, and I'm here to talk politics with you. I hope that you'll allow me a half hour and that you'll, with these gentlemen here, that you will open your minds and think in a broad way, and your hearts, to what we have to talk about, because there are a great many important political issues to talk about. This is your barbershop political conversation extraordinaire. Joining me to talk about it, Nathan Buddy Reynolds, my good friend, W.L. Pate, Beaumont City Councilman, friend, Michael Lindsay.
It's good to be here.
My good friend. Thanks so much, guys. We appreciate all of you. Let's do all these topics. Jade Helm, the operation, the military operation that will be starting next week. Now we have the announcement there will be no press coverage whatsoever, no media coverage, no media access, absolutely no embedded reporters in what this happens to be. Special operations forces are being used, but is that maybe a little much, especially in the context of how public it's been? Michael Lindsay.
I think it's just been a firestorm in Texas, and we continue to embarrass ourselves in the state by following Jade Helm. And I seriously doubt that the media blackout's going to stop people from looking in on these training exercises in Texas.
You're not at all alarmed by the issue, and seeing the map and seeing this hostile territory.
I'm not alarmed at all, and it's humorous.
It's a military exercise, right?
It is. The map is merely for their purposes, and they designated Utah and Texas and some parts of New Mexico as hostile territory and others as friendly territory, and that's how they conduct their exercises. And the media really doesn't have any place in there other than to learn what the military wants to tell them. Generally, the military doesn't allow the media into their operations.
Colonel, you have some access to these.
Well, actually, I was in a unit that did these sort of things. We actually wrote the exercises and would fly in to, like, Fort McCoy, lay it out, and in the concept, we would actually be in, say, Germany. And so everything is fought out on the computer, literally, as though we're facing the Soviet Union back when. And so the media could come out when we were doing it, but I think one of the reasons that some of the people are skeptical is that when President Obama said this was going to be the most transparent administration in the history of the world, the United States, the universe, and then they find out they can't get emails from Hillary or from Lois Lerner or John Kerry's response on the XL pipeline.
Okay.
I mean, just things like that make people a little more skeptical of the administration being straight up.
It doesn't
the
seem like
exercise is
transparency.
routine. The response is not.
Doesn't seem like transparency, does it?
Well, I don't know if it's supposed to be or not, but I was listening to WL, and I read a survey where 50% of the Tea Party believed that Jade Helm was going to be an invasive situation to take over the state of Texas, and 32% of the Republicans, they think it's real. Now, certainly, I hope they're wrong, but I don't believe it.
Well, I'm not concerned about our forces. I mean, in the United States military, and I had a close, warm, personal relationship with those guys for 27 years. And one of the things, the exercise is routine. The not covering it is what causes the alarm, because anybody from the news media could come in and watch the things that we did every single time. And in the past, they've been able to do that. But for this exercise, they're not, and that's what threw up the red flag.
Maybe the thing about this exercise as well is how much has been publicized and how much we seem to know about it. There are something on the order of 15,000 troops going to be involved in this in some way, shape, or form. And when you see a map and it shows Texas in red as hostile, Utah in red as hostile, and deep southern California as hostile, maybe we just know more about this than we know about other operations. What do you think?
I don't think it's the fact that we know more
We're not
about
so
this.
hostile in Texas, are we?
No, we're not.
How did we get picked?
Hey,
WL?
well, I think the reason they put it in red is because Texas continues to be a red state. And they go, well, and to a lot of the people in administration, that is hostile.
Well, New Mexico was brown, though, which means leaning hostile.
That's
so,
right. But no,
I don't see
seriously,
that.
I think if people step back and say, the reason that a lot of people have red flags is historically they've had access, the media has, and this time they're not. And that's what bothers a lot of people.
Well,
and it shouldn't.
Yeah, and Governor Abbott has said that he will have the state guard watching over these things. Is that just an embarrassment to our state?
I wish somebody would tell Governor Abbott that the war is over. The war is over.
The war's been fought and it's over with. What do we think about the hotspots? We've been talking about the Iranian nuclear deal for some time now, and now the time has come that a deal must be hashed out. Already 2 deals have fallen through. Have we been strong enough with the Iranians and with the other G5+1 nations to make this work?
And
To get a deal?
Have we been strong enough? The answer is no. You have to we need to understand the individuals with whom we're dealing. They lie, cheat, and steal. And that's not news. They say death to America, and then president came out yesterday, and not our president, theirs, and said, you better be careful because you don't want an Iranian upset. And you go, really? I mean, we've done everything but build it for them, and I don't trust them. They can't be trusted.
You trust them?
I trust them. Yes, I trust them to do exactly what we know they're going to do. They're going to continue with their nuclear program. They're going to continue to develop whatever they think they need to develop. If they bring us into the table, and I saw a picture of this very nice room with flags and dinners, and they're lined up 3 deep. None of those people want these talks to be over because they're all on TV and they're all center of the media attention. But these talks will just go on forever, and kind of like the Arab-Israeli peace talks.
We're going to ask Michael Lindsay about the subpoena that Hillary Clinton never got when Southeast Texas Weekly continues. Stay with us.